Hey y'all, happy Friday. So I was trying to get some stuff done around the house and I just kept hearing summer solstice, summer solstice. It was like ringing in my ear. And if you've watched the past few readings, the sun has come out quite a few times in the previous readings that I've done. So obviously the masculine energy has something that they want to express. So let's pull some energy to see what messages the sun wants to make clear, to express, to show to you. Help me to articulate a clear and concise message in order for it to be received in the way that you want it to best be received. Help me to see what it is that I need to see to get the message across as clear as possible. And help me to deliver any messages that you deem worthy in order to serve your highest good for the highest good of humanity with harm to none. What messages does you have for the collective at this time regarding the summer solstice? What message do you have for the collective at this time regarding the summer solstice? Look at that. Sun energy, the first card out. You cannot make this shit up. What messages do you have for the collective at this time? There's something that you're creating that is growing roots. The self-sabotage, okay. Queen Nefertiti, you got alchemy, live out loud. There's a shift happening, pleasure. So yeah, something's being made clear. You're definitely being called to living your truth. This is like the mask being taken off from the reality that you are truly living within, right? This is something that you're creating. You are stepping out of this energy of self-doubt or feeling like you don't have enough resources, however that may be, whether that's time, whether that's attention, whether that's you feel like you can't pour into something enough, or you feel as if like there is definitely you like stepping out of this energy of not having enough, of overthinking, of putting yourself in a position where you are doing more thinking than doing, where you're drowning yourself or purposely surrounding yourself around distractions because you are trying to not acknowledge something, right? This is you stepping into the energy of being more comfortable with facing your fears, right? Seeing those as challenges and opportunities for your growth to expand the world around you, right? This is you transforming that energy and kind of just like living in the energy of your self-confidence, of your pride, not in a sense of ego, but in just in a sense of courage, in a sense of owning who you are. It's the energy of acceptance of yourself, acceptance of the world around you, and acceptance of who you are and the world that you want to create, the life that you truly want to exist in, right? 11. There's definitely the energy of balance, of you coming into this place of this live out loud just gives me the energy of like I'm really feeling like pride, like confidence, like self-worth, self-love, owning what it is that you're becoming, right? Stepping into who it is that you want to be, right? Not just saying like, oh, this is a desire I have, but actually stepping into that role, right? You can't claim yourself to be something if you're not actively living in that moment. So this is definitely the energy of you expanding your legacy, expanding the world around you, and like the things that you create and the things that you express about yourself, right? This is you definitely living in more of the identity of who you truly are, not the identity of who people perceive you to be. So let's get some tarot. Clarify etheric chords. Now, this is the card that speaks to your legacy. This is the card that speaks to you may be shown things about the legacy that you come from, right? You may gain a sense of better awareness and understanding about the lineage that has created you and how that is going to kind of propel you forward or encourage your growth within this next season or step, right? Whether that is changing things that don't fit the family that you want to create, or whether that is maintaining the traditions that do fit the legacy that you want to maintain. This is a general message. Keep that in mind. So however this resonates for you. Clarify etheric chords. Clarify etheric chords. Yeah, this is definitely speaking to what it is that you want to create, right? Whether that's partnerships that you are investing in at this time. The Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Definitely, right? This is that pride energy, that courage, that sense of knowing what you want and going after it and facing those fears and not being afraid to go after the things that you want, right? It's you stepping into that role. This is the role that you're stepping into, owning who it is that you are, being balanced within the energy, right? The Emperor represents all four kings in one. So someone who has the ability to balance and maintain the energy within themselves, the energy that they maintain around them, within the community that they create, within the decisions that they make, within the habits that they maintain, right? Within the wealth and the abundance that they have the ability to create within themselves in the world around them. This is someone who is a leader, someone who people look to for guidance, right? Someone who makes all of the decisions and is firm in their actions, right? This is not someone who just like overthinks, but this is like a businessman, but someone who's also nurturing and caring, right? Whether this is masculine or feminine energy, we're talking about the sun. So obviously this is a message from the masculine or for the masculine, right? Because the sun represents masculine energy. But this speaks to regarding your legacy, like the partnerships that you invest in, the community that you have around you, right? That will kind of influence this legacy that you are investing in or creating, right? The friendships, the partnerships, the romantic connections, the family, right? The people that who are not blood, but that you consider family in that sense, right? That's the family that you create. That's just as important in how you are defining your legacy, right? Because yeah. Clarify self-sabotage. There's something about the full moons that really amplify the energy for me. I love reading around the full moons because the messages are so much more intense. They're so much more clear also. They flow a little better. Clarify self-sabotage. The Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, walking away from any self-doubt, right? Moving towards the direction of being confident within looking within yourself and acknowledging the things that you need to change in order to grow, to create that sense of fulfillment that you're desiring to achieve within yourself, right? The Four of Wands represents like the twin energy, mirroring, right? It does speak to celebrating relationships and sometimes can speak to like commitments, but ultimately what I'm feeling right now is the sense of like reflection within how you are mirrored within the relationships around you in any manner, right? And so you are kind of walking away from family members, friends, romantic relationships, partnerships, business acquaintances, or whatever, that no longer reflect who it is that you desire to be. You're walking away from people who don't mirror the same character that you claim to have, or that you want to acknowledge within yourself. This is that stepping into that confidence, owning who it is that you want to be, making the decisions, not just thinking about who it is that you want to be, but taking actions in your daily choices to become that person, surrounding yourself around people who do reflect that energy, right? You're not just claiming to be somebody, but you're living in it. You're walking in it. Clarify alchemy. And this speaks to like your growth, your ability to kind of see, because what I'm seeing right now, this is definitely giving high priestess energy. It's giving high priestess energy, where she, if you see the sun at the top, it's kind of like shining knowledge on her. So it's definitely like a sense of having the ability to take one situation and transform it into something else. That's the Nine of Cups, that sense of fulfillment. The betrayal at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. This doesn't necessarily feel like a betrayal, but it feels like turning your pain into pleasures. We got that message in a reading the other day, right? This is definitely you living in that awareness of how to create that sense of happiness, how to create that sense of stability, right? You are not seeking the resources to make this happen, but you have the ability, just by acknowledging the areas in which you want to improve, you afford yourself the opportunity to move towards a better sense of self-fulfillment. I hope that's making sense. I'm truly channeling right now. Clarify, live out loud. The Eight of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Look, that's the Emperor again. This is the Eight of Pentacles, but this is the same man that was on the Emperor card, right? This is you living in that abundance, living in the legacy you wish to achieve, right? And you, justice, the balance, the twin, there's the self-reflection, the acknowledgement, right? It's law and order. It's having the desire to commit yourself to that discipline, right? Commit yourself to the discipline of becoming who it is that you desire to be, of creating that sense of wealth that you wish to exist in, right? The live out loud is not just secretly, internally living a life, but physically you are existing in another reality. No, this is that your mind, your body, your heart, your spirit, it's all coming into alignment, right? So the energy that you are mirroring from within is starting to reflect within the reality around you, right? Because that is the effort that you have been putting towards it. You've been taking action, making decisions, making healthier habits and choices, considering the world around you, right? Cause and effect, how the choices you make determine like the opportunities that present themselves within your reality, right? The law of karma, the balance, the give and take, right? So this is definitely you acknowledging how existing in one way internally and existing in another reality within your physical world creates a sense of conflict and chaos, right? It's much easier. It is much more, life is much more clear. It's much more abundant. It's much more affordable in the things that you wish to achieve, right? You're able to receive those luxuries in a different manner when you are in alignment with who it is that you're portraying yourself to be. Not just portraying yourself to be one way and actually living in a different perspective. Wow, this is a message. Any last messages regarding this? Let's pull maybe some oracle. Let me see. Let's do these. We'll pull a few oracle cards to close out the message. Any last messages that you have for the collective? Any last messages that you have for the collective? Success, patience, and look at that, yellow, 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 the sun, peace, denial at the bottom of the deck. So definitely coming into this sense of union, allowing things to happen as they present themselves, right? So just kind of like living within the desires that you wish to achieve and allowing those opportunities to present themselves by having the patience to grow within your desires, right? Giving yourself the patience to grow within your desires. Accepting your fears and facing them as challenges that help you to grow into being the person that you desire to be. And that is the message that I have for you guys. I hope that it resonated. Please leave a comment. Tell me if this message resonated with you. If you feel called to go deeper in how this message resonates with you personally, feel free to reach out to me. You can do so. You can find that information in the description box below. Have a good one. Bye.